In 2024, the Community Brain delivered Mini Moments, a year-long celebration of the Mini Cooper, a globally iconic car designed in Surbiton.
Everybody's got a story. My parents had a Mini. I was brought up and me and my two sisters crammed in the back of a little Mini going off here, there and everywhere. And everyone just relates to it. It was just iconic. I mean, the shape, the design, the way you could personalise them. There's very few two cars that are the same. So people could dream it up and go, this is what I want. They'd build it and it'd still be that cheeky little car that they could nip around town, which is iconic, but it's got their own personalisation to it.
The celebrations coincided with the 60th anniversary of the 1964 Monte Carlo Rally, which was won by 33 EJB, a Mini Cooper driven by Paddy Hopkirk. The car was designed by John Cooper at his Cooper Car Company garage on Hollyfield Road in Surbiton. Cooper had adapted a prototype of the Mark I Mini designed by his friend Alec Isagonis.
John Cooper was a very good friend of Isagonis. John said, do you know what, we could rally that car, we could race that car, what do you think? So Alex actually took a car himself to Surbiton and drove up and pulled on the forecourt with a prototype. So John got this Formula 3 engine, dropped that into the Mini Cooper, and the rest was history.
The Mini winning Monte Carlo was massive. I mean, it was a huge achievement. If you looked at it on paper, and everyone did, it was just like, they didn't stand a hope in hell, really. It was just never going to win, and it did. It just outmanoeuvred every single one. The ability to steer around the corners without backing off. People say it can turn on rails, because it can. You can literally just put it into a corner, and it just sits there, and it goes around lovely. Whereas other rear-wheel drive cars would have slid off, or longer wheelbase can't turn as well. It's just manoeuvrability, just made a threat to the other cars that were out there trying to outdo them.
The victory made Paddy Hopkirk and the Mini Cooper household names.
Since Paddy's win in 64, that has made his name and well known right over the world. He even took the car to the London Palladium, met up with the Beatles, and they all were very impressed with these little cars as well.
On the 21st of January 2024, exactly 60 years on from the victory, the Community Brain brought 33 EJB to Waterloo Station, and passers-by were wowed by this historic car. And on the 18th of May, our Mini Day event saw 100 plus classic Minis, including 33 EJB, line the streets of Hollyfield Road. The day included tours of John Cooper's former garage, food and drink stalls, and live music inspired by the 1960s.
Welcome back to Mini Day, everybody. Have a good time?
Meanwhile, a spectacular Mini Monte saw a Mini from each year since 1964 parade through the streets of Kingston.
The day went really, really well. My biggest thing that I found really amazing was the community buy-in. The amount of people that came out, were there, they were keen. To have an abundance of local residents who are keen to get involved, who are passionate about where they live, and it was great. It made everyone's job a lot easier. especially for us when we were able to take the cars up through the pedestrianised high street. Obviously that was a big fear of most of us, but when I got there and I saw how many people were actually there to help us, to guide us through, I just thought this is great, sort of thing, and it just made everything so much easier and so much more enjoyable. The amount of people just stopping, taking pictures. And when I first approached it, I said, yeah, can I bring 60 cars through Kingston High Street at 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon? Everyone thought we were mad. But the impact was brilliant, and everyone just stopped and waited and just took pictures, and yeah, brilliant.
And in July, a Mini-inspired display was taken to Hampton Court Garden Festival. Today, the legacy of this extraordinary car is as strong as ever, with a widespread appeal that goes back 60 years. And with it, a story that can inspire for generations to come.
Everybody knows Coopers. Coopers is still going as a name, but the name is widely known because you look around how many modern cars have got it written on. It's important to people to understand where it came from, how it came about, and the significance of it. Community Brain pick on all these bits and pieces of various bits of history, and it's fantastic that it's championed. The Cooper car story is a story of a small collection of people that have grown and shown that small industry can make a difference, and they can compete with just ingenuity and ideas to move them forward and allow them to compete and actually succeed. So yeah, from small acorns, big trees can grow.
The Community Brain would like to thank all of our partners and volunteers who helped to make Mini Moments a year to remember.